We've all been there, right? That stubborn drain clog that just won't quit. But what if I told you that you could do more than just poke a hole in it? What if you could basically power wash your pipes from the inside out and get them back to a like-new condition? Well, today we're going to talk about a pretty awesome technology that does exactly that, hydrojetting. It is one of the most maddening things about owning a home, isn't it? You deal with a clog, you think it's gone, and then a few weeks later, it's back. The drain is slow, things are backing up. It feels like this never-ending battle. Well, it turns out the reason it keeps happening might have everything to do with how you're clearing it. So, to really understand why we need a new way of thinking, let's first dig into the problem with the good old traditional methods we've all used for years. Okay, so this leads it out perfectly. A traditional plumber's snake, it really just punches a tunnel right through the middle of the blockage. And sure, that gets things moving again for a little while, but it doesn't actually clean the pipe. Hydrojetting, on the other hand, is a completely different approach. It's designed to scour and power wash the entire inner surface of the pipe. And this is exactly why those clogs are so relentless. Snaking leaves behind all that sticky, gunky stuff clinging to the pipe walls. All the grease, the mineral scale, even little bits of tree roots. That leftover mass basically acts like a magnet, just waiting to grab onto new debris and boom, you're right back where you started. So that brings us to the modern fix, a seriously high-pressure solution that tackles all of those old problems head-on. The concept itself is actually pretty simple, but man, is it effective. Hydrojetting just uses a super-focused, high-pressure jet of water to literally blast away years of accumulated gunk from your sewer lines. You see, it's not just about clearing a path. It's about a complete top-to-bottom deep clean. And when we say high pressure, we are not messing around. We're talking up to 4,000 pounds per square inch. To give you some perspective, that's like taking an industrial-strength pressure washer that's been specifically engineered to go inside your pipes. It's powerful enough to cut right through the absolute toughest blockages. And here's one of the best parts. All of this intense cleaning action happens without any major disruption. There's no need to dig up your beautiful lawn or trench your yard. The whole job is done through an access point that's already part of your sewer line. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so you're probably thinking, how exactly does this all go down? Let's walk through the actual step-by-step process. It all kicks off with a professional assessment, and this is key to make sure your pipes can actually handle the pressure. Once that's cleared, a technician feeds a specialized jetting nozzle into the line. As that nozzle works its way through the pipe, it blasts water in every direction, just scouring the walls totally clean. And all that stuff, it breaks loose. The grease, the gunk, the roots, it all just gets flushed harmlessly out of the system. So, now that we know what it is and how it works, what are the real, tangible benefits of giving your plumbing this kind of deep clean? The advantages are pretty huge, honestly. First off, you get a genuinely thorough clean that brings your pipes back to their full, original flow. No more temporary fixes. The process is also really fast, and a single treatment can knock out several problem areas at once. Plus, it's totally chemical-free. That means it's much better for the environment. And maybe most importantly, by getting rid of all that corrosive buildup, you can actually help your pipes last a whole lot longer. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, money. And yeah, the upfront cost for hydrojetting is going to be more than a simple snaking job, but you've got to think long-term here. By actually solving the problem and preventing those clogs from coming back time and time again, the long-term savings from avoiding all those repeat service calls can be really, really substantial. It's an investment in a real solution. But like with any powerful tool, you've got to be smart about it. It's really important to understand its limitations and know when it might not be the right call. So here's the big question. Should you just run out and get your pipes hydrojetted every time you have a clog? Well, not necessarily. The number one thing to consider is the condition of your pipes. That incredible pressure can be way too much for pipes that are already old, fragile, or cracked. This is exactly why a professional camera inspection before doing any jetting isn't just a good idea, it's absolutely non-negotiable. And that leads me to what might be the single most important takeaway here. This is not, I repeat, not a do-it-yourself job. The pressure has to be expertly controlled by a licensed, experienced technician who knows exactly what they're doing. They can adjust the pressure based on your pipe's condition and material. In the right hands, it's safe and incredibly effective. But in the wrong hands, it can cause some major damage.
So, really, this all boils down to one final question for you to think about. When it comes to your home's plumbing, are you proactive or are you reactive? Hydrojetting really represents a shift in thinking, from just reacting when a clog happens to proactively maintaining the health of your entire system. And trust me, making that shift could save you a world of trouble down the line.